Hello guys and welcome to episode 50 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. We are halfway to 100 in these episodes, but I somehow don't quite think we're going to get there, because if we go into the victory objectives, we can see that we currently control 65 settlements. We need 45 more to get to 110, which is the victory condition. We still need to raise or sack 29 more settlements. We already own all of the controlled province needed, and we maintain already enough units. So we're well over halfway there now. And although this is the 50th episode, I said possibly that it would be finished by almost 60 episodes when I did the 40th episode when we were just coming up to halfway. So it could be close. I think it might be nearer 70, but we will see. Either way, plenty of fun to be had, especially as my armies continue to grow in size and I continue to get more of them. So, looks like it's Abraucus' Vanquishers' turn to have a bit of a fight, so they're going to head straight towards Dalminium and take it for ourselves. That is the capital of Illyria, but it looks like we're going to have to make this army retreat first of all, and then continue towards the city. Okay, the strength bar is actually quite far in our favour, and the enemy has all of their troops are very much depleted. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe they were already attacked previously. They've got a couple of full units, and they've got the reinforcements, which we just made retreat. Well, they're not too good either. So I'm probably going to go ahead and auto-resolve this with a balanced stance, it looks like. Yep. And we'll kill both of their armies and take the settlement for ourselves. Now, I still need to sack more settlements, so I'm going to sack this one. It's a capital in a region that I have quite good happiness in, so I'm going to do that and then occupy it. And the Scordisci are officially destroyed. So it looks like Knossos helped us in that battle, and they were about to take it for themselves, so we managed to take both Singidun and Dalminium from the hands of the Orderican Kingdom and Knossos, which is quite an achievement considering they're our allies, and it would just mean that there'll be less contention in this area. Also, taking Singidun for ourselves finished our control of the province of Pannonia. In Illyria, we still need to get our hands on Epidamnos, but I'm not too concerned about picking that up. Anyway, my food's gone down to 5 this turn. I'm going to have to use this undeveloped land in Aeda to create enclosed land. What I'm going to do is repair the barbarian city, the chieftain's hold, and the meeting hall. But I'm going to have to get rid of this Odeon because it's not of my culture. Then I'll probably make that into another agricultural building, because I'm going to have to go around and keep upgrading stuff in order to get our food back on track, because I remember a person saying a while back, oh hey, you got way too much food. It was like well over 100. Yeah, it goes down pretty quickly if you're not careful, and that's exactly what it's done. So here I can upgrade to a cattle farm. I just got to check that I can actually take the squalor hit. Yep, I can do there, so that's going to be worth upgrading. Just going to quickly go around my provinces and see if there's anywhere else I can get more food from. Because most of the places I started building Druidic Lawmasters' huts and Bard's Grove to get Druidic nobles. But this has left me with a huge deficit of places to actually upgrade for food. So I may have to rely on the newer settlements to do that, like, for instance, Lilybaeum, which I've taken over. I can upgrade this to a field, and that'll produce us some more food. So Syracuse is probably the next target, but let's go through the forces tab in order to get there. Lepcis, though, we're going to military sabotage this with poison provisions, get rid of more of the garrison forces, and that looks to be successful. Then what we can do with this army, the Woad Warriors, is set them to normal stance, and we're going to attack Lepcis. Declaring war on the Nasamones.
Let them cower before us.
And we're going to fight this on the battle map against what looks like loads of javelin men, heavy spearmen, large shield warriors. Should be pretty simple. My chosen sword band, well, they need blooding because they don't actually have any unit ranks yet. So that's going to be the first thing. Just do a little quick save in case it goes all laggy and bugs out, which I've been having problems with recently with Rome 2. I think this is like the 5th attempt to record this episode, so hopefully it will work out okay today. But I had to update my drivers and so on. If you've had the same problems, then try that. Anyway, let's go ahead and assault this on the battle map. So we don't actually have any blisters for this battle, but I'm going to keep it dry anyway, just so we can see what's going on the battlefield. I'm going to get all my chosen sword band and chosen spear band up to the front. We'll probably just charge straight in and head for the center here before the navy lands. I've got a load of horses and not sure how useful these are going to be. Maybe I can send some round the right there, some round the left, and we can flank them in certain areas, but I'm not entirely sure that will work out too well. But we'll find out soon enough. So, I'm going to grab all these men, and we're just going to charge towards the enemies.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Changing their formations, I'll send the scout riders to the right side, these guys to the left. Seems they're blocking this passage with large shield warriors though, which will be very painful against cavalry if I'm not too careful. But charging through here towards missile units isn't going to be too much of a problem, I don't think. We'll have to grab a few of these units and spread them out a little bit because their formations aren't exactly ideal at the moment for killing the enemy. And not much point in letting my horses be killed by these missile units. I probably could just charge them, to be honest. I might just do that. Cavalry should easily be able to take care of them. And all of these reinforcements coming off the boats can also have a charge in the face. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty easy there. And with all those units dispersed, we can move on to this larger clump of men over here. But this is basically killing the garrison navy. So that's that done there. We'll get the horses to run round to the right and continue the rest through the middle here. The general of the enemy is using chariots, so we'll see how they do against my men. Probably not too well. They're already down to 6 men, and the general will die soon enough, especially running into that much of a large clump of men. We've got javelins coming in from the centre, they're spraying down upon me. But British scout riders behind these tribesmen, they're going to hit them in the back. That's going to hurt. Okay, the rest of the infantry can continue moving that direction. I'll get my general to attack these archers which are standing off to the left. And then once all of these men are engaged, I can charge into the back of them with these scout riders.
Scout riders! Chosen swords!
Okay, so looks like quite the melee.
Riders!
And now we're going to charge into the back of it. And that is going to decimate their army completely. They're all running away now. And now we're being attacked by missile units that have come ashore. Thankfully, because of the amount of cavalry we have, it shouldn't be too hard to sort them out. This unit seems to be a bit bugged. That might be annoying, but they'll probably end up routing after the rest of their allies have been killed. But these men stand no chance against the charge of my scout riders. And they're going to be gone very, very quickly.
Scout riders! Quickly now!
And now they're dealt with, we can bring the cavalry over to the left and start charging down the rest of the men. So another bugged unit of javelin men just here. Hopefully we can attack them just fine if we get close enough to them. I can actually bring in my ranged forces over here to just pepper these ones that are bugged. Just give those men some experience. So these javelin men's going to be completely dead. Scout riders loving this, getting so much experience from all these kills.
Scout riders!
And now they can head up and line up where these guys are, and we'll get kills here as well. So they'll start getting chewed into by all of the scout riders sitting next to them. But it looks like we're not going to have to kill them, as the battle has ended and the rest of the army has routed. So getting the battle there, decisive victory for us. We lost 240 men, majority scout riders, and they lost 1,838. So, completely destroyed that army. I'm going to sack.
Is there nothing else? Thirsty for battle.
And then we're going to occupy it.
Let them cower before us.
Gonna have to auto-resolve it. Not gonna be too much of an issue. Aggressive stance there. Probably just give my general more experience, which will be nice. Kills the garrison force once again. Sinks another navy. And we will occupy it.
For the tribe.
Brilliant. Now what we can do. These are all going to be of the wrong culture. So, gonna fix that to be a field because we need the food. This one can be fixed to be a lawmaster's hut possibly. Then we can change the fishmonger. Actually downgrade that. Actually no, let's just convert it straight to a fishing village because we actually need the food. And then we can convert the town to be a barbarian town, but I might just downgrade that for now to a level 2 town. Okay, now something I didn't consider, I have a lot of ports that I haven't made into anything yet because I wanted to make harbours to make decent navies, but I haven't got the tech to make harbours yet. So getting fisherman huts instead might be an option if I do actually run out of food. Okay, Adiatorix. He's going to continue to sabotage this settlement. We're going to go with Poison Wells, 21% of success, but it's worth a try. Hidden Agent exposed. We can go with Adbugio.
Peace to you.
He can head up and try and get to Badorgis, where we will start converting the culture.
Traveling on silent.
Katios can move down towards Visania. Nauni across to Carthage. Druid Adiatorix nearly finished converting the culture in this province. That's good because it means that sacking this settlement isn't as much of an issue. We got the Iron Winds still sitting in Lilibeum, sorting out their reinforcements. We've got the Swords of Power up north in Mons Regius, just waiting for the Shrine of Rosmerta to be finished, because currently they are providing 20 public order per turn from military presence, and that means if I bring them out, this settlement will go down to -16 per turn, which will be close to causing a rebellion almost instantly. So unfortunately, they're not going to be able to move.
How can I
The
help?
Burning Men over in Camla. This reminds me, actually, before I forget and get slums again, I need to make something here. So this is going to turn into a commons, most likely. And then we can upgrade the undeveloped land and make this into enclosed land in order to get more food. So, Camla or London, getting rather big.
I live to serve.
Now, the Spear Runners, who took over Bogdorgis, again waiting for Warlord's Hold to be finished, because they are providing, let's see, 19 public order per turn through military presence, so they can't go anywhere. Woad Warriors, though, let's not forget to upgrade them after their big battles. He's going to become good at infantry command, although that was probably the wrong choice, as this is my cavalry army, but unfortunately that's too late now. You can go to the Noble Stags, it's Singidun. Now that's a pretty happy province. The military presence is only providing +6, so we can think about moving out this army now to attack another nation. So the Getae, let's go into the diplomacy. You can see who we are likely to attack next. And the BFE are at war with the Odorrisian Kingdom, so attacking the BFE would be in our interest. The Getae also at war with the Odorrisian Kingdom, possibly. But I think the BFE are going to be my first target. So let's hit them first of all. So we'll move straight through the forest, trespass in their land. I'm not quite going to declare war just yet. I'm going to trespass first, get close to them, we'll hit them next turn. Looks like they're allied with the Getae though, so that confirms my suspicions that the Getae are already at war with the Odorrisian Kingdom. For all I know, the Odorrisian Kingdom are already here attacking Malva, but I'm going to go for Sarmizgetsua first of all. Okay, let's have a look. So the Spear Runners we already looked at, Braux's Vanquishers just need an upgrade. So, infantry command for sure here. Brilliant. And that is pretty much all the troop movements done for this turn. So let's quickly go through the event messages. I've missed these out quite a few turns now because I always seem to save it, come back and they're not saved. But this time they were, so that's quite good. We've got enemy army retreat, settlement sacked, settlement captured, trait gained, household expands. We've got another settlement captured. I think these are just all war messages, to be honest, which have popped up as I've been doing the battles. So, pretty much all done for this turn. Let's go ahead and go to the next turn.
My lord offers you peace. Tomorrow, his preoccupation with this war may see him unleash further torments.
Well, doesn't look like that's going to be likely. We're going to sweep across Africa into Libya and then hit Egypt. So, I'm not too concerned about this at all. We're going to go ahead and cancel this, we decline it, and goodbye Nasamones. A noble death. For who? I don't know because it switched the message. Ready to command. Io. Settlement blockaded. Lepcis. By the Nasamones, I presume. Yep. We've got subversion. The Nete Kamani. An enemy champion brutally attacked and devastated your settlement. To add insult, a number of slaves escaped in the chaos. We got Agitos has been wounded. And we got natural causes. Koilanos, my admiral, died unfortunately. So that was who the heroic death was for. Then we got rebellion imminent in Africa, where the Iron Winds need a new leader. So let's take Kassikios, who can take control of the heavy raiders and the painted ones. Carthage not very happy at all though. Gonna have to do something about this, for sure. Now that's probably where I sacked this settlement. May not have been the best idea. I could move the consorts of Morrigan into a settlement, maybe that'll help. Helps a bit. Maybe I can exempt the province from tax. Go ahead and have a look. So, Africa, we want to stop the tax here. If we can we exempt them? Specifically? I'm not entirely sure. Should be able to. Not going to go through the wiki now to find out. Details. Here we go. Tax province. Let's turn that off. It goes down to -7. That will give us still a rebellion next turn. Not good. Not good at all. So I may as well just keep the tax on. Get the money from this turn. And we'll have to deal with the rebellion. Too bad. War declared between the Blemius and Bithynia. Boy and Lebiefi. We got Knossos and Getae. A construction report. All my stuff has been finished. We got enclosed land in Cameladonan, which I could probably do with upgrading furthermore. So that's going to become some cattle pens, just so we can get a bit of money out of it, I presume. Then character trait report. Outrage populace in Africa. That's too bad. Painted ones. Troops recruited. And Lilibeum. But it looks like we're going to be able to use the Will of Andrasta this turn to hit Syracuse. Faction rises, Saba. Sabotage attempt, Lilibeum. And hidden agent exposed. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. So, let's move over to hit Syracuse. Going to select them. And hopefully be able to attack them, but it looks like we're going to have to hit their armies first. Because their armies are in the way. Now, we are facing militia hoplites, light hoplites, mob slingers, some mercenary hoplites in general, and then a navy. We are apparently at quite a disadvantage here, but I don't necessarily agree. Our levy freemen are pretty high unit rank. We have a decent amount of cavalry. We've got ballistas. Everyone knows how OP the ballistas are by now. So let's jump into the battle and fight this on the battle map. So, if Syracuse loses this, they pretty much sign their own fate and they have lost. So, not too much on the table then. Okay, let's line up our men so that they can fire straight into these mercenary peltasts and militia hoplites at the beginning. So, it looks like my ballistas, I'll put one on the left side of these houses, and we can place one on the right side. Get all of the levy freemen to stand among them, and they can charge forwards at will. Then we'll get the veteran riders and my general to ride around together. And there we go. Okay, so the Britain ballistas can start firing straight away as long as they are in range. Yes, they are.
Reinforcements approaching.
We're going to hit the hoplites as well. We'll get the Britain slingers to run forwards with the levy freemen. And we do have enemies approaching behind us. Something I didn't anticipate for, so it looks like I'm going to rush forwards and kill this army quickly. Then I'll turn around the ballistas later on. Well, I may as well do it now if I'm going to be clashing them so quickly. So let's move them up to sort of follow up behind my army so that my army's not too far behind to help out.
Orders! Ready! Hurrah! Warriors! Ready!
So, pretty much gonna just charge all my men in.
Spearmen ready for battle!
Should kill them all nicely.
Move it!
Better get my slingers to stop firing, because that's actually going to hurt my men quite significantly. We've managed to pretty much surround these militia hoplites here. They're going to die a swift death. Oh, that stab in the back there. That unit's going to rout very shortly. All my levy freemen doing a good job of overrunning that army. Then I can get these levy freemen to line up behind these hoplites, and we will charge them in the back. Poor guys. If they rout, they're just going to get slaughtered. That's exactly what they're going to do.
The enemy general
And slaughter them.
is dead.
I will. And that's pretty much the entire army destroyed. So, select all the levy freemen again. We can move back to the front lines and wait to face the enemy. Move up the slingers in front. Get my cavalry back into position on the flanks.
Battle ready! Britannia protects us!
Move up the ballistas a bit further. And they should soon come into range to hit the enemy army. Okay, let's move around to the left, and we can try and hit the enemy forces in the flanks as soon as we engage them in the front with all our levy freemen. These levy freemen have been running for quite a while though, so if I'm not careful, they're going to be greatly fatigued. I'm not sure if this is going to hide my forces. It looks like it's... yeah, it has hidden my men. That's going to be nice. Means that the AI won't react to them. We've got Navy again landing behind me. That could be annoying. I'm actually going to send off my cavalry to kill this Navy. Sounds greatly unrealistic, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. In the meantime, we're going to continue advancing on the enemy. Ballista's still not in range, so they can move up as well.
Britons! Riders! Battle ready!
Quite a complex battle this, it's going backwards and forwards to kill armies.
The oaks are our strength!
We can get these veteran riders to charge headlong into these javelin men.
Veteran riders! Take battle ready!
I'm going to have to micromanage this quite a lot because of the amount of different units. If I'm not careful, they'll just spread out and then just kill all my cavalry pretty easily.
And kill! Warriors ready!
So using my general as well, we should be able to kill all these units simply enough. Kill quite a lot there.
Our general is under attack.
Riders! Veteran riders!
With those javelin men gone, we can move on to the next few units and so on. Slingers are now in range at the front. This is a huge army. I did not expect that. Seem to have routed most of the javelin men come off the boats, so we're going to run back to my own men here as I charge to engage the enemy. And it's going to be pretty hard to win going head on with hoplites. So Slingers retreating through my lines as my levy freemen engage. Gonna have to get my general over here ASAP in order to provide the buffs. And what I'm gonna do is start firing at these light peltas and so on in the back lines to help out. So cavalry's coming back as quickly as they can, but it looks like we are breaking through some of these mob units and militia hoplites. But these normal hoplite units, the light hoplites, are going to start carving down my levy freemen if I'm not too careful. Thankfully, we've got some Britain slingers. If I reposition them, I can actually shoot those units in the side. Now with these levy freemen breaking through, we can actually charge into the back of these. This is actually a general unit here. Oh, massive amount of javelins hitting them in the back there. Gonna hurt a lot. I'm really concerned about this left flank though. This unit's holding out quite well, surprisingly. With the help of my cavalry, we should finish these off pretty quickly. So these militia hoplites now routing. We can push those units over to help out the mercenary hoplites. They seem to have broken. One unit of levy freemen held out against 3 units of mercenary hoplites. That's pretty impressive. So we're going to continue this battle and run them down because we left a lot of men alive because they all routed. We have enough horsemen to try and kill as many as possible. We also have the slingers, and although I don't think they're quite in range anymore, so that's not actually going to matter. I was going to say that I could probably shoot them in the back, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Just waiting for my cavalry really to catch up with some of these mercenary hoplites or militia hoplite units, because killing as many of these as possible will make the siege a lot easier of Syracuse.
Britons!
So a few slinger shots coming in here. To stop all my levy freemen. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to catch anything anymore. Stop the slingers firing so they don't kill my general by accident. That'd be quite an anticlimactic way of ending the battle.
Veteran riders! Mounted warriors! Heroic riders!
Just hoping that my heroic riders and my general unit can stomp on these men swiftly enough. Continue to chase down the rest. So hopefully catch these guys out before they get off the edge of the map. Maybe not.
Orders!
Even if they don't, it's not too much of a concern. I'll just go ahead and quit the battle. Heroic victory. 368 losses for us, 2,647 losses for them. Not as many as I would have hoped, but still enough probably to wipe out Syracuse.
Is there nothing else?
So that's going to force a couple of armies to retreat, and will leave us in range to attack Syracuse this turn. Now I can actually upgrade this character's skill so he can get Great Leader. That's a very good trait. But unfortunately, that has been my time, so we're a little bit away from killing Syracuse here. Big shame. Nevertheless, they will almost certainly die next time. I keep saying that, I think I've said that for the last 3 episodes. But this time should be the time. Nevertheless, thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.